Hello gorgeous people, what is going on, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're checking out a series that we haven't gone over in quite a while, Basswood County. I have made a video on this series before, so if you want to go watch that one first, the link to it will be in the description down below. But basically, as a little recap, this series covers the story of a town with a creature lurking in the shadows. It's a giant humanoid figure with long limbs, and it can mimic human voices. It uses its ability to mimic human voices to lure in new victims. And I'm not gonna lie, the first couple videos that we watched in this series were very confusing. We just got a bunch of random different moments, and we weren't really sure how to connect them. But I will tell you, in this video today, we get a lot more answers than I expected. Today we will be going over 4 new videos in this series, and this series is by the creator Darkmind, whose link to their channel will be at the top of the description down below. Please be sure to go and support your analog horror content creators. But alright guys, I'm really excited for this one. I always like how Darkmind uses his art in these videos, so enough of me yapping, let's jump right in. Video 4. Peaceful Life. Been a minute since we covered this series.
How can you live a peaceful life?
It's a good question.
Do not care about people's opinions.
True.
Get out. Sit in a park. Around the trees.
Not with these kind of images.
Feel the breeze in your skin.
And remember, when you are not running, I'm only getting closer.
That was the first video. Okay. All right. Honestly, take away the creepy monster effects. That's not a bad video on its own. So we did previously learn that this thing mimics human voices, and it appears that it can mimic humans perfectly face-wise and then distort whenever it wants to. Based on the end of that there, where it literally looked and sounded human and then distorted. A huge thing that I do like about Darkmind's Basswood County videos is that he implements his art a lot into the videos, which is like very different from most of the analog horror series that we see. And honestly, the art is very good. Like, I kind of like how he recorded that actually as himself and then distorted it. It was just a really cool style there. But all right, let's jump into the next video. Not much to say about that one. Video 5. The Chamber. That first one was literally a minute long, and this one's 8 minutes long. All right, so this is Basswood County's logo. A chamber in the woods where they come from. Yes, they did say that when I first covered the series. Hello. Mr. Calvin Basswood discovered an odd building in the woods in 1868. Ooh, are we getting an origin right now? He discovered it in what now named after him, Basswood County. In his diary, he said that it looked like something from the future, a building that no one knew it existed. No one knew who built it. He entered the building and saw people. They looked like human beings, but something was strange about them. They showed no emotions or response. They had unnatural limbs and tree roots coming from their backs. They began to show hostile behavior. He escaped the place. He called it the Chamber. Is there a possibility this place is still around today somewhere? I will wear your skins as a suit. Missing Andy Stevens. That looks like the face of the original creature we saw. Yep. Andy Stevens after the transformation. It's kind of changing how I feel or look at all this. In 1996, a group of researchers from Philadelphia, US, went to investigate the cases of missing people in only 1 month in Basswood County. They went across the county in Basswood Forest and recorded the journey. This is what they saw. Again, still not sure what year this takes place in. The chamber still exists? Well, don't go in. But I have a SWAT team with you if you go in there. I gotta tell you, if I'm ever alone at night and I hear this type of creepy ass analog horror music, I am gone. I'm dipping. There's no way I'm staying anywhere close. This kind of like, I don't even, what genre of music would you consider this? But this is like very common in analog horror series, and it's such a red flag for me now when I hear it. You can't even enjoy it for what it is anymore. Creepy that this is music coming from the chamber. They entered the chamber. Oh, you idiot. How did they get this footage? No way these guys survived. Oh. Location the chamber, right corner. Are these like pictures? Or I guess sketches of what they saw? Location the chamber, left zone, entrance from the hallway. I gotta go back and read what that says. Television playing a distorted face with a VCR and a tape titled Identity Test. Oh, that's what we watched before. I will tell you what your mind cannot comprehend. Clock table with human remains and a skull on it. Left corner of the chamber. Corpse of a woman with breaks and holes in her body. Her eyes were missing and her mouth had no teeth in it. Her skin was melting like wax. Roots coming from his back. A lot being unpacked in this one. The group got out of the chamber. They went to Basswood Forest. It does seem the forest is also connected somehow. Dude, those things are huge. Only 2 members of the group out of 7 survived. The chamber map. Oh, that's sick. They made a map of the place? The window where they come from.
What is a human? Hello, I am Doctor. In this tape I will teach you about the human anatomy. The human is a chamber for them. I will show you how they will control your body. Here is the human head, where consciousness exists.
Okay.
Here are the nerves. That's how the head looks after the creatures use it. These are the small nerves. And here is the core. They create it so they can control your body. Here is the structure of a humanoid brain. The brain of a humanoid is different from the brain of a human. It functions only to serve one purpose. Let us in. Here are the characteristics of a humanoid. Long limbs, long fingers, tall, roots coming out of its back, can extend their neck. Uncanny facial features, no emotions.
Transformation of the humanoid. I have a lot to say, but I'm going to save it for after the video's done. Stage 1, true form. Stage 2. Stage 3. Stage 4. Stage 5. So there's like a period where they have to get used to the body they're in to kind of mimic it enough. Takes time for them to reform the face. Yep. To look like a human. Okay. I should have waited. To look like you. Oh, but then it looks like it goes out of whack again. There's a stage, another stage there. The Chamber, Basswood County. Okay, I really like where this is going now, just because we're getting explanations. You guys know me, I'm always desperate for someone to explain things. And looks like we're getting like an origin to these creatures. We're told that Mr. Calvin Basswood, who Basswood County is named after, in 1868 discovered an odd building in the woods. In that building, he'd seemed to have found these creatures that we see in the series. And he says they show no emotion, they had roots coming out of the back, sounds exactly like what we've been seeing. He runs out of the building and dips. He says the building was like super futuristic, something that definitely should not have been around during that time. It looks like the chamber is still around today, as we saw this team of researchers apparently went there. Now, when we were first introduced to the series, I thought the humanoid things were the creatures themselves, but it seems like the creatures are something else that go inside human bodies and then take over the body, which is honestly a lot cooler in my opinion, and makes sense why they're so distorted and off. Like that doctor there does end up showing us the anatomy of these things, and you could see they said it enters through the body and it makes this core, and then it basically just spreads throughout the rest of the body. It's like they said they wear them like suits, and obviously there's like a period of it getting used to this body, and that's what the different stages are until it's eventually perfect. And then I guess that's how they lure more victims, is that now that they look human, they try to attract more humans, like, hey, what's going on, you know, let's talk, whatever, and then they end up attacking you too. What their overall goal is, who knows? Maybe they just feed off of humans, maybe that's just their food, or maybe there is some like way darker intent here. But it's also interesting to know what they find in the chamber, which it seems like they find a lot of pieces of dead bodies and things like that. But what's interesting to me is this section here, there's a TV playing the identity test video. So I wonder if these creatures watch the identity test video as like a way to help them learn about humans, like to know, you know, how they should look and how they should identify to fully adapt the human look. That makes a lot more sense, because when you watch the identity test, right, you're kind of like, like what human is actually going to take this test and fail? But if these creatures were taking this test for themselves, it makes a lot more sense. And even the paper here says, I will tell you what your mind cannot comprehend. And like I said, we find a lot of like bodies and pieces of human bodies. So maybe these creatures are just experimenting on these bodies and still trying to understand the human anatomy and how to adapt to it perfectly, so that they could almost like, you know, assimilate into society. One thing that confuses me is the map of the chamber, which here it is if you want to look at it again. Obviously it's a little low res, so it's kind of hard to read everything that's shown here. Here's a picture of what seems to be the outside of the building, which now this doesn't look very futuristic, honestly, but I guess from 1868 to now, you know what I mean? The building could have worn out over time, or maybe the building was something from our modern day that was in 1868. It's very confusing about how it looks futuristic and now it looks like just a normal building. But what confuses me is the window. It says like danger and everything, and it says this is where they come from. So I'm not sure if the window connects to something else or if the window is straight up a portal from another world, because that's my theory about this at the moment. I think these creatures are from some other dimension or something, because in previous videos they say a chamber chamber in the woods, a door to a realm. So it sounds like these creatures come from another realm into the chamber, and then they're in our world. And for whatever reason, they're trying to adapt by mimicking humans. I'm considering this like the first video because it's like the first long video that we're watching today. This is great because we're just getting a lot of information, but it's still not 100% clear everything. We have some answers, but we don't have all the answers. And again, with this video too, I love how Darkmind implements the art. Even when it comes to just like the anatomy or something here, this is just like a very cool looking drawing. But all right, let's jump into the next one. Video 6. Basswood County Killer.
All residents of Basswood County must stay alert for a suspected murderer. Close any entrance to your house and grab a firearm.
Okay. Dude. That looks way worse than any of the other things we've seen. Radio broadcast 12th November 94.
Basswood County. Warning. There's a criminal all over gun. But witnesses who lived have said that he is not a normal human being. He runs around at an unusual speed. He is not seen normally by anyone unless he starts to kill his prey. Sometimes he toys with them. That does not kill them, just leaving them traumatized. And this is the last found footage of the criminal at the moment of his stop, captured by our affiliated advanced CCTV programs.
Keep running. Oh, trust me, I ain't gonna stop running if I see something like that. Only place I'm gonna stop running is when I get to the police station. Oh, you made a mistake, dude. You stopped running. Yeah, those eyes are something else. I honestly think that face is creepier than the other ones we've seen in this series. Damn! That's how he ties you up? Okay. Gotta give credit to the creators. I don't want to skip that. So now, does that mean, obviously that doesn't look human, that looks like one of these creatures that we've been seeing, but is this one kind of in a whole different ball game than the rest of them? Because this one seems a little more up. I feel like the other ones would kind of just kill you, but this one seems to kill but also trap its victims like that, which is, Jesus Christ. I mean, I guess it's cool if you're one of those people that survived, you know, you just got trapped and stayed alive, but God, the face of that one is definitely the creepiest to me out of all the faces we've seen here. Something about those eyes, like just how open they are, is disturbing. But all right, we got one more quick video before you sleep, so let's jump in. Video 7. Before you sleep. I feel like my soul is being dragged into that place. A parasite taking over my mind. I can't sleep anymore. I am going insane. Basswood County Police Department. Is this
Welcome to
Jeff?
Basswood County's informational tapes.
After many reports of lack of sleep, degrading mental health due to insomnia and night terrors, this tape will give you methods to have a healthy sleep and make a spiritual distance between you and V.
And the what? This video is not helping. Are you still awake? Yes.
Go to bed at an even hour. This means that you go to sleep at 10 p.m., 12 a.m., 2 a.m. and avoid the odd hours as they may put you at risk of the wanderer effect, which makes you sleepwalk.
Interesting. 2.
Look at the clock before sleeping. Is it ticking? Is it ticking? Or is it stopped?
Why would it stop ticking? Okay. Just kill me at this point. This is... Four.
Bury your consciousness. Let them in.
You know, Basswood County Police Department, this video isn't helping. Before you sleep. I don't even know how to interpret that. Like, does that mean they also come after you while you're asleep? Okay, so a bit of an overview of like what we just learned from all those videos. So we learned that they come from this place called the Chamber, which may have a portal to another world. Now, these creatures do wear you almost like a suit. Like, they basically put on your body and then form your body to then look more human and then try to, I guess, kill more people or adapt into society a bit. But we learned that there's also a specific one that they're labeling as a killer. Like, there's a specific creature that they're calling the killer of Basswood County. And then we also now learned there's something to do with the way you sleep and that they try to attack your consciousness and get in from there. So yeah, I'm not too sure how the whole sleep thing works. Overall though, on this series, I did wait 8 more months just for more entries to come into this series. I'm kind of tired of covering like one entry at a time, unless it's a specific series like Greylock, where the videos have so much information that I need like a whole video on it. And because most of Basswood County's videos are short, I just decided to wait until a bunch of these uploads came out so that I could cover them all in one video. But I am still enjoying the series. It's a bit weird because there's just so many ideas and we're not sure how to put them all together. That's why I'm happy that the Chamber video came out in this series, because it ties up a lot of things while also still giving us more questions. Overall for this series though, I do like these videos. I do enjoy them. They may not be as deep as other analog horror series that we cover, but I think they're still very entertaining to watch. I also love just seeing how Darkmind uses his art to implement it into the videos. Like, you could see there was a lot of points in this where he put his art into the found footage and made it work with it pretty well, I think. As far as where the story is going to go next, I genuinely have no idea, but I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Or if you have any theories or anything that you noticed that I didn't, let me know in the comments. But I'm happy we did cover it today, and we will most likely be covering more Darkmind videos in the future when they come out. But of course, please be sure to go check out Darkmind's channel, the creator of this analog horror series. The link to his channel will be at the top of the description down below. Always be sure to go and support your analog horror content creators. So make sure to go over there, subscribe to his channel, and he also has a bunch of other like creepy videos, so make sure to check those out as well. If you did enjoy this video though, don't forget to drop a like on it, and if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to hit 1 million subscribers before the end of the year. And alright guys, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.